So given that it is the biggest issue on this year's ballot, and it is your money at stake, politics guy Marshall Zellinger is going to take a few minutes to explain what happens if Prop HH passes or fails.
A yes vote on Proposition HH does so many things, but let's be clear what it does not do. It does not lower your property tax bill to a dollar amount less than what you paid this past year. A yes vote creates a discount on your property tax increase for 10 years. Next year, your property tax bill will still go up, just not as much if Prop HH passes. The higher the value of your property, the more money you will save. A yes vote allows seniors to take the senior property tax exemption with them to new homes. Those who are 65 and older and have lived in their home for 10 or more years get a portion of their home's assessed value tax-free, and Prop HH makes the discount portable to new homes. A yes vote allows the state to keep and spend more each year than is currently allowed. That money would normally be refunded back to you as a Tabor refund. With the exception of next year, a yes vote reduces your future Tabor refunds and could eliminate them in some years depending on future unknown economic factors. More on what a yes vote means for next year's Tabor refund in a moment. The extra money that a yes vote allows the state to keep and spend would go to 3 areas. Some would go to local governments, since they would be receiving fewer property tax dollars than if HH failed. Up to $20 million each year would go to a rental assistance fund. And the bulk of the money would go to school districts to pay them back entirely for the lost property tax revenue that would have existed if Prop HH failed. And money beyond that would go to the state education fund. A yes vote puts a limit on how much some local governments can collect in property tax revenue each year, unless those local governments hold a public meeting and vote to keep more than would be allowed. Now let's go back to the Tabor refunds part. Only if you vote yes will Tabor refunds next year be equal, no matter your income level. That means if you make up to $99,000, you will get a larger Tabor refund. If you make more than $99,000, your Tabor refund will be smaller. In future years, everyone's Tabor refund would be reduced overall, with higher income earners seeing more dollars taken away. A no vote makes no changes to the current property tax structure. A no vote does not allow the state to keep and spend more money than is currently allowed. A no vote would distribute next year's Tabor refund based on your income level. Fewer dollars for low-income earners, much more Tabor refund dollars for high-income earners. A no vote also does one more thing. It causes lawmakers to come up with something else. Because if you believe the legislature will just say, well, voters said no, I guess they don't want property tax relief after all, I'm going to say that's silly. But as of now, Kyle, I've heard of no alternative.
That is one thing that I can't wait to hear you talk about with the governor and others tonight, which is what happens if this thing fails. So as we look at whether this is going to pass, statewide tax measures are like the one place that Republicans and conservatives have been able to win in Colorado in like the last 5 years. But you wouldn't know that Prop HH is a tax increase by looking at it on the ballot.
No, but the reason it's on the ballot is because it asks for the state to be able to keep more money, and it depends on your definition of tax increase. If you're getting less back on your tax return, is that a tax increase? But that's the only part that really makes this on the ballot. All those other parts could be done by the legislature without going to you for permission. That's kind of how you know.
7 o'clock, Marshall, the governor, the Republicans, getting after it on Prop HH. Thank you, sir.